Happy Homebrew Wednesday and Happy New Year. Today is January 1st, 2014, and the fact that the year starts off on a Homebrew Wednesday, I think, is a good premonition of things to come. I mean, what better day to start a year than on Homebrew Wednesday? It'd be nice to start the week on a Homebrew Wednesday, but I don't think that's going to happen because, Wednesday's in the middle of the week. Before we get started, I did find out the perfect cure for a hangover, and that's more beer. Cheers, guys. This gets better every time I drink it. If anybody's curious, this is a Cooper's English Bitter Kit. I made 5 and 7 style. A pound of dry malt extract. I used amber, which is probably why it's, I don't know, maybe a little darker than yours. As you can see, it's absolutely crystal clear though. And I boiled the dry malt extract, and I threw in an ounce of Fuggle hops for a 10-minute boil, and then I put an ounce of Fuggle hops in the fermenting bucket, kind of like a dry hop in the primary type thing, and it's coming out absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I've been drinking that for the last couple of days now. Hopefully there's plenty more in the keg where that came from, so I can drink it for a few more days. Now, a lot of you guys know, or maybe you don't know. If you follow me on Facebook, you know. But yesterday was my birthday, and as of 11:51 p.m. last night, I was officially 39 years old. Oh, excuse me. And I was sitting here last night with the missus, and I just kept looking at the clock. And as the minutes were ticking closer and closer to 11:51, I couldn't help but think about how much things change. And that's the whole purpose of this video today. I've got a story to tell you. So, gather in close or sit back, grab a beer and some sourdough pretzels. Alright, I'll try to keep it short, but I do have a tendency to babble. This story I call the tale of two bills. Think back, if you would, to the year 1993. That was 21 years ago, and when you say it like that, it sounds like a really long time. Although it didn't feel like that long, I guess it really is. But in 1993, I was 18 years old. I had long hair. I was middle linebacker on my high school football team. 28-inch waist, washboard abs, rippling pectorals. And if I wasn't in the gym working out for the football team, and I wasn't with my friends smoking pot, you could usually find me in, some cute little thing's bedroom. More often than not, climbing out the window when her father came home. But this is a story of a New Year's Eve 21 years ago. I walked a few blocks down the street to my friend's house, and we smoked some things, and then we went to another friend's house and we drank some things. Now, these days I don't condone underage drinking, not in the slightest, but being underage myself at the time, it was okay. And we got good and drunk, and we got good and high. Alright, only pot, okay, didn't mess with all the other crap out there. Even if I was being stupid, I was at least somewhat smart about it. And right before midnight, we all went back to the first guy's house, and there was about 9 of us. And this is where it gets a little weird. We took all our clothes off. Every last shred of clothing, except our sneakers or our boots and our socks. And we waited until midnight. when those church bells that you hear from time to time in my videos started to ring. And as soon as they did, well, we all ran out of the house. And we jogged around an entire city block screaming Happy New Year's at the top of our lungs. And the funny thing is we ran right by a cop who was sitting in a squad car, and he was just, reading the magazine, and he looked up and saw, 9 guys running by waving with our, our junk hanging out, and, he just shook his head and went back to reading the magazine. We turned the corner, and there was a New Year's Eve party in this alley at the I guess it would be the end of the block. It's like half a block and then an intersecting alley. Well, the house on the corner was having a party, and there must have been like 30 people out there, and we all turned the corner, and we looked at them, and they looked at us, and they started laughing. Then we turned around and ran the other way back to the house. Yeah, the fun we had in our youth. Now, the reason I told you that story is to tell you this story. Fast forward 21 years. We're now on New Year's Eve at the close of 2013. Really is good, guys. And, well, instead of drinking way too much, instead of doing, illegal things, instead of getting naked and running around the street acting like a complete moron, no, I spent last night in a very comfortable spot on my sofa watching movies. And the festivities included 4 pints of that English bitter and 5 or 6 shots of vodka and, takeout pizza. And despite my most sincerest efforts, guys, I tried, I really, really, really tried, I didn't get to play naughty and nice with the wife. So, it's funny how things change. You do silly things when you're younger, and then when you get a little more older and established, civilized, so to speak, the thought of stripping down naked and running out of your house, you're like, I'd just rather watch a movie. And I did. So, anyway, I got a lot of stuff, a few more things going on in the homebrew front. Oh, excuse me. But I'm going to save that. Excuse me again. I'm going to save that until next week's video. I don't want this one to be very long. I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers, old and new. Okay, you guys are really the reason why I post these videos. If nobody wanted to watch them, well, I would stop and just fade off to obscurity. And I want to wish everybody a very happy New Year, and I wish you all nothing but the best, health and happiness for 2014. So, until the next video, guys, as always, take care of yourselves. Cheers. 17.